Rana says, my friend's husband is Muslim, but does not pray. He just prays Jumu'ah, Friday prayers, sometimes. He doesn't pay zakat, he doesn't fast, he drinks alcohol every now and then, he doesn't allow her to wear the hijab, he takes and deals with riba, but his manners are very good. He doesn't lie, does not cheat, does not harm others, he's a good father and a caring husband, but she cannot leave him as there is no other choice. Is she sinful for staying with him? Now, the problem lies in the following. Is a Muslim woman allowed to stay or to get married to a non-Muslim man? The answer by consensus of scholars is no. It is totally prohibited for a Muslim woman to marry a non-Muslim man. Now this is one part. The second part is pertaining to this sister's question. Is her husband classified and labeled now as a non-Muslim, or he is still a Muslim? It's an issue of dispute among scholars. And the cause of the dispute is whether a Muslim not praying is rendered as a kafir, or he's still a believer and a Muslim. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, between a man and disbelief or shirk is abandoning the salat. Narrated by reported by Imam Muslim in his Sahih. In the Sunan, the Prophet said, whoever leaves or abandons salat, he has become a kafir. Faqad kafar. And also the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wassalam, the pledge that separates us Muslims from them non-Muslims is salat, is prayer. And whoever abandons it, then he is a disbeliever. And a number of verses of the Quran that states that if the idol worshippers were to repent, to pray, to give zakat, then they are your brethren. Among other evidences. From all of these, scholars differed whether to apply the word, the label, the title of kafir upon a Muslim who abandoned salat or not. So we have a theoretical part and we have a practical part. The theoretical part is any person who does not pray is a kafir. Now, when it comes to practice, when we want to implement this upon individuals, this is not easy because there are conditions to be fulfilled. This individual, assuming his name is Abdullah, does not pray. I don't jump the gun and say he's a kafir. Abdullah is kafir. No, because the conditions have to be fulfilled. Maybe he doesn't know the ruling, so ignorance. Maybe there is misinterpretation. He interprets it as it's not something that takes him out of the fold of Islam, because there is a hadith, whoever says La ilaha illallah sincerely from his heart will enter Jannah. So why should I pray? Misinterpretation. This is not the time to clarify this misinterpretation, but you know where I'm coming from. He might be forced. He might have many, many reasons. So I cannot label Abdullah, this particular individual, as a kafir, a non-Muslim that must be separated from his wife until the conditions are fulfilled. And the obstacles are removed. There are obstacles that prevent me from giving him takfir. And at the end of the day, takfir is for the Muslim ruler, for the judge. So, in a nutshell, the sister's question is not easy to answer by saying, leave him. Especially when she says at the end of the question that she doesn't have anywhere to go. Therefore, until she can plan for her life and move on without him, until she can have a substitute or another valid alternative for her and for her children, I advise her to stay with him, try to advise him, to remind him when he's in a good mood, as long as he's caring and a loving husband and a father. Try to encourage him every now and then and say, come on, love, I'd like you to lead me in prayer in Maghrib or in Isha. Every now and then, every blue moon, reminding him of Allah's favors and our obligations towards Allah, because He created us, He blessed us with so many things without count. Maybe, inshallah, Allah would guide him through this loving and caring and compassionate way. But meanwhile, she should work on trying to leave him without telling him, so that she would be in a Muslim environment, in a Muslim house, with a Muslim, a proper Muslim spouse.